Hi everyone, my name is Nelly. Join me for this Pitta Dosha balancing class. Pitta is fire and water. And to balance Pitta Dosha's tendencies, we invite in earth, air and space elements. This means that the practice will be a cooling and calming class with heart openers, twists, side bends, and hip openers. So please come and sit on your heels to start. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can come into a cross-legged seat and just elevate your hips by sitting on something. Closing the eyes. Pulling the tailbone down. And on the next inhale, lengthening the spine, the crown of the head. Bringing the shoulders back and down, opening the chest. And on each inhale, take your attention to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, bring the attention to the tailbone. Keep going for a few breaths. And then bring the palms to heart center. And let's chant the mantra Om 3 times. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands back down onto your thighs. Turning the attention to the breath. And just noticing as the belly expands on each inhale. Pulls back on each exhale. And just start deepening the breath. And notice that first is your belly that expands, then the chest follows, and then as you exhale first, belly pulls back, then chest relaxes. Keep going. You really want to fill in the whole of the lungs with air. So you even feel at the end of the inhale, the clavicles elevate slightly. So now just notice on the inhales, belly, chest, clavicle. Exhale, belly, chest, clavicle. And just make sure that the inhales, the length of the inhales are approximately equal to the length of the exhales. And start a mental counting. Count from 1 to 5 on the inhales, and then on the exhales as well. Do one last round. And just come back to your normal breathing. Noticing the sensations in your body. And then slowly opening the eyes. So just stay on your heels. And on the next inhale, reach the arms overhead, relax the shoulders, pull the belly in, the tailbone down. You really want to try to go behind your ears with your arms. Keep your gaze soft throughout the practice. And on the next inhale, arch your back and look up. Keep breathing. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Next inhale, reach your arms up, look up, open the heart, hold, and then bring your spine back to neutral and twist towards the right. So you can hold on to your leg or knee with your left hand, reaching the right arm behind you. The arm is parallel to the floor. You can turn your gaze back towards your fingers. On the next inhale, reach your arms up, look up, open the chest. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Next inhale, reach up and open. Hold. Bringing the spine back to neutral, and exhale, twist towards the left. Turn your gaze back. Hold on to your left knee. Make sure you pull the tailbone down. Inhale, come up, reach your arms up, open the heart, and exhale, bring the hands to heart center. And then on the next exhale, fold forward and come into child's pose, placing the forehead down. Relax the shoulders, arms, and slightly pull the mat towards your body with your forehead. Imagine that the tailbone is pulling towards your heels. And then on the next exhale, walk your arms towards the right. So only the upper body moves. Make sure that the sitting bones stay on your heels, stay centered. And guide the breath into the left side body. And for a deeper twist, you might want to try to place the left hand over the right. And then as you inhale, walk your arms back to center. And exhale, come to the left side. Relax the neck, guiding the breath into the right side body. Next, inhale, walk your arms back to center, placing the forehead down. And the next inhale, coming onto hands and knees. Hands right under the shoulders, really opening the fingers wide. And knees under the hips. As you inhale, arch the back, open the chest, look up. Exhale, pull the tailbone down, round the back, chin comes to chest. Keep going, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. You can even close your eyes here and just flow with the length of your own breath. So let the movement follow the length of your breath. Starting the movement always from the tailbone, finishing with the head. Every time you exhale, pull the belly in. We will do one last round. And on an inhale, bring the spine back to neutral. Keep the belly engaged. And on an inhale, reach the right arm up. Open the heart. You can keep your gaze centered. And as you exhale, just bring your right arm under the left shoulder. You may be able to place your head down. And as you inhale, reach the left arm up to twist. Keep the belly pulled in. You might want to stay here, or you can try to turn your palm backwards and bring your arm to the other side of your body, bending the elbow. And you might be able to catch your inner right thigh as an option, or you can just keep the palm on your sacrum. So these are the options that you can work with. Slowly coming out of the pose, placing left palm down, exhale here, and inhale, reach the right arm up, exhale, place your hand down. Inhale, left arm reaches up, keeping the hips centered in one line. Exhale, coming into twist, place your left shoulder down, maybe your face. Inhale, right arm up. As options, you can go forward, turn your palm to the back side, and bring your arm to your left thigh. Maybe you can catch with your fingers your inner left thigh. Pull your shoulder back, or just place the palm onto your sacrum. Slowly come out of the pose. Exhale, plant your palm, and inhale, reach left arm up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale here, and exhale, sit back on your heels. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, and exhale, place the right palm by your side, leaning towards the side, keeping the hips and sitting bones centered, tucking the tailbone under, opening the left side body, guiding the breath into this area. So your head can be centered, or you can look up if that feels right for your neck. Next inhale, come back to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, plant left palm, bring your right arm by your ear, come into a side stretch. Make sure both sitting bones are planted. Maybe look up. Breathing through the right ribs. Inhale, reach up with both arms, look up, and exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Closing the eyes here for a moment to check for the changes and the sensations. Slowly opening the eyes, coming into hands and knees, and from there walking the hands a bit more forward. So make sure that they are shoulder width distance from each other. Turning the toes under and exhale, pushing the hips up high. You can keep the knees bent for now. Feet are in hip width distance, parallel to each other. Relax the neck and really push down the base of the fingers. So you try to avoid to place pressure on the wrists. And imagine that you're pushing yourself from the base of the fingers strongly backwards, pushing up the sitting bones towards the ceiling. And on the next exhale, try to push the heels towards the ground. Downward facing dog. Pull your belly in. Lengthening the spine. And then just look up and step to the front of the mat. And come into a forward fold. Bend the knees. Hold on to the opposite elbows. Let your head hang. And start swaying from side to side. Forward and back. Stopping this movement, bring the weight forward to the front of the feet. You can let go of the elbows. Bring the weight onto your heels and slowly roll yourself up into standing. Let your arms heavy, head heavy. Pull the tailbone down, roll the shoulders back. Lengthen the spine, the crown of the head. Close your eyes. And slowly opening the eyes. So you are at the front of your mat and turn your body towards the right. You might need 2 blocks. If you have, you can use them, or you can use 2 hooks of the same size as well. So just placing the feet next to each other, big toes are touching. Hands to heart center. We will do moon salutations. Tucking under the tailbone. Interlacing the fingers. Only index fingers are pointing up. And on the next inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, leaning upper body towards the right. Pulling the arms by the ears, opening the chest and left side body. Inhale to center and exhale, lean the upper body towards the left, pushing the right hip to the side, opening the heart and right side body. Inhale to center and exhale, making a wide stance turning feet slightly outwards, bending knees and elbows, coming into Devi Asana or goddess pose, making sure that the knees are pointing towards the toes. Inhale, straightening the legs and arms, turning the feet towards the front of the mat, bringing upper body forward. Exhale. Inhale, coming into triangle. You can look up or keep your gaze centered. So here you can hook your thumb into the shin bone, and you only want to come that deep that you can keep both sides of the torso lengthening. You might even be able to use a block. So these are your options. And then an exhale, bring the right arm by your ear for a deeper side stretch. Trikonasana variation for Pitta. And then turning the gaze down, placing the fingertips under your shoulders, and with your back foot, step a bit forward and outward so you can pull the left hip back, aligning the hips. You can stay here, maybe using blocks under the shoulders, or exhale and come into a forward fold, pyramid pose. If it's needed, you can slightly bend the front knee. Next inhale, come halfway up, and exhale, bend left knee, placing right knee down on the floor, front knee and ankle in one line. You can stay on your fingertips on blocks or reach the arms up, interlacing fingers, opening the heart, relaxing the shoulder, pulling tailbone down, sinking the hips as you push into the left heel. Exhale, plant your fingertips or palms, elevating the back knee and turning the body towards the right side, keeping the left knee bent. And you can flex back the right foot. So if you need to use some help, you can push onto the blocks, or you can come just up with your upper body, having the hands at heart center. Or if you're more open, you can sink down totally. So wherever you are, just make sure that the left heel is planted on the ground. You can turn your gaze towards the right. Slowly coming out of the pose and coming onto the other side of the mat. If you use the blocks, bring them with you, bending right knee, flex back the left foot, and choose your variation. Whichever variation you use, it's totally fine. We are working with our own bodies, respecting our boundaries. Turn your gaze towards the left. You can place fingertips down, turning towards the back of the mat, placing down the left knee and opening the heart, sinking the hips. Relax your shoulders and push into the right heel. Next, exhale, bringing hands down on the mat, elevating the back knee and stepping closer and a bit outwards. Pulling the right hip back, opening halfway up. Belly is pulling in. Stay here or exhale and fold. Inhale, coming halfway up. And exhale, step in one line with the heels and a little bit more back with your left foot. And choose the variation of Trikonasana, reaching your left arm up as you inhale. So you can have the fingertips on the mat. You can plant your palm on a block, or you can just hook the thumb into your shin bone, lengthening both sides of the torso. Open the heart. And exhale, bring the left arm by your ear to a deeper side bend. But you still keep turning your chest upwards. Slightly bend the front knee and inhale, come up. Turning the feet outwards. Exhale into goddess pose. Tucking tailbone under. Sinking the hips and pelvis. Inhale, straightening legs and arms. And exhale, stepping to the back of the mat. Big toes touch each other, hands in front of the heart. Interlacing fingers. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, leaning towards the left. Pushing the right heel into the mat. Opening the heart. Inhale to center and exhale, leaning towards the right. Now pushing the left heel into the mat. Breathe into the left side body. Inhale to center and exhale, wide stance, Devyasana. Check if your knees are pointing towards your toes. You can come down deeper with the exhales. Inhale, straightening arms and legs and turning the feet towards the back of the mat. Upper body comes towards the right, turning the arms in Trikonasana, reaching the left arm up. And on the next exhale, bring the left arm by your ear. Keep turning the chest up. Make sure that you have the thighs engaged. If it's needed, slightly bend the front knee. Then turn your gaze down, bringing the hands by your foot and stepping a bit closer to your right foot and a bit out. Bringing the hips in one line, staying here with the spine elongated, or exhale and fold. Pyramid. Inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, place back knee down, front knee and ankle in one line. Open the chest and maybe reaching the arms up. And even maybe you arch the back. plant the palms, elevating the back knee, turning the body towards the left, keeping right knee bent, straightening left knee. You can flex your foot back, turn your gaze towards the left. Make sure that your right heel is planted, guiding the breath into the hips. Come to the other side, bending left knee, flexing right foot. Hands to heart center or planted. Turning the gaze towards the right. You can place your hands down. Turn back towards the front of the mat, placing right knee on the ground, elongating the spine, open the heart, and maybe reach up. Push into the left heel strongly. Exhale, placing the hands down. Inhale, stepping into pyramid. Hips in one line. Inhale here, and exhale, you might fold. Inhale, coming halfway up. Exhale, step back and bring the heels in one line. And come into your Trikonasana triangle pose variation. So here also you want to pull the tailbone down, imagining that the body is between two walls. Exhale, right arm by the ear. Breathing into the right side body and hips. Slightly bending the left knee and inhale, come up. Turning the feet outwards. Bending elbows and knees and sinking the pelvis. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, step to the front of the mat. Big toes touch each other, hands to heart center. You can interlace fingers. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, leaning towards the right. Breathing here. Next inhale, come to center, and exhale, leaning towards the left. Really opening the heart. Inhale to center and exhale to heart center. Closing the eyes. Checking for the sensations of the body. And slowly opening the eyes, turning towards the front, having the feet parallel in a hip width distance. Exhaling, palms to heart center. Inhale here. And exhale, come into a forward fold, bending knees, straight spine. Holding on to your ankles and pulling the forehead towards the shin bones. Inhale, come halfway up, straighten the knees. You can place the palms onto your shins, lengthening the spine, bringing the weight forward. And then exhale, plant your fingertips and step back with your right foot, placing the back heel down. So front knee and ankle are in one line. And inhale, with the help of your right arm, pull yourself up into warrior two, but only for a breath. And then exhale, placing the left forearm onto your thigh, and inhale, reaching right arm by your ear into extended side angle. So you really want to push into the forearm here to create space between shoulder and head, create space in the neck. Turning the chest up, really lengthening the spine. Feel the length starting from the right heel onto the right fingertips. You can keep your gaze centered or you can look up. And exhale, turn your gaze down, placing the hands on the mat and placing right knee on the mat. Come up, bringing hands to heart center. Inhaling here and exhale to twist towards the left. You can try to push the right elbow into your thigh from the outside, and you can keep the back knee down, or you can try to come up and elevate the knee off the floor. If these are too much, you can place right hand under the shoulder, reaching left arm up. You can have the heel on the ground or lift it up. So wherever you are, use the breath to work the pose. Slowly come out, placing hands down under the shoulders and stepping back into downward facing dog. Taking a couple of breaths here, lengthening the spine and pushing the space up between the shoulder blades. Lengthening up the sitting bones and down the heels. And on the next inhale, stepping forward with the right foot between the hands. Placing down the back heel, so heels are in one line. And inhale with the help of the left arm, pull yourself up, warrior two. And exhale, come into extended side angle. So make sure that your heel and knee are in one line. Really pushing into the forearm, really opening the heart. Breathing into your left side. Exhale, turn the gaze down, placing the hands on the mat and left knee on the floor. Come up, hands to heart center. Inhale here and exhale, twist. So you push the left elbow into your thigh. You can keep the back knee on the ground or you can lift it off. If this is too much, placing left palm on the mat, reaching right arm up. Heel arm on the mat. or down. Exhale, planting palms and stepping into downward facing dog. Inhale here and exhale, placing the knees down, coming into a wider stance. Big toes touch each other. Sit back into child's pose, placing forehead down. Just let the body fully relax into the pose. Maybe you take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale, look up. Come onto your hands and knees. Bringing the weight forward, bending elbows and coming down on the mat. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Bring the forehead down. And on the next inhale, pushing pubic bone into the mat. Open the heart, keeping the elbows close to the body. Cobra. Having the thighs and having the muscles of your buttocks really engaged. And exhale, come down. Bring your forehead down on the mat. Bringing the arms by your side. And the next inhale, opening the heart, reaching the arms behind you, palms turning towards each other. You can keep the legs on the floor or inhale, lift up to locust. Try to open the heart. Breathe. Exhale, come down. Turn your head onto one side, relaxing shoulders and arms. Bring back your forehead on the mat. Or maybe you can place the chin on the ground, bending the knees and catch onto the feet or ankles. Inhale, open the chest, pull yourself up, and maybe push the feet into the palms, elevating the thighs of the floor into bow. Keeping the knees close to each other. So try to have them centered instead of opening too much. And exhale slowly. Come down, turning your head towards the other side and relax. Bring your hands under the shoulders and push yourself back into child's pose. Taking a few breaths in this pose. And looking up, coming into downward facing dog, pushing up on an exhale. Really lengthening the spine here, pulling the belly in. And step forward into a wider stance. Feet are pointing outwards. And exhale, sink the hips to deep squat, Malasana. Bringing hands into prayer to heart center and pushing out the legs with the elbows. Lengthening the back of the neck, opening the chest, pulling the tailbone down. In case that your heels are not touching the ground, you can use the blocks under them, or you can just come higher up. So you want to have the heels touching the ground. If you come higher up, also make sure that you pull your tailbone down. Slowly coming out of the pose, sitting back, lengthening the legs, sitting up tall. Close your eyes for a moment. Notice how you feel. And slowly opening the eyes, lengthening the spine. So if you feel that you round your back in this pose, then sit on something to elevate your pelvis, your hips. We want to create some space. So it's totally fine that you use props. Engaging the thighs, flexing back the feet, and gazing the spot between the big toes. And then bend your right knee and cross your foot to the other side, placing right fingertips behind you. And with your left arm, come to cross towards the right and really push the upper arm into the thigh. Open the heart, bending left elbow, and turning your gaze towards the back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist a bit deeper. Pull your belly button in and up, and make sure that your left leg is totally engaged. Then slowly turn back your head and come out of the pose. Straightening right knee, bending the left, and cross your leg to the other side. Placing left fingertips behind you and crossing the right arm. Pushing upper arm into the thigh. Bending elbow, inhale, lengthen, And exhale, twist, turning the gaze back. Pull the belly in. Inhale, turn your head to the front and slowly come out of the pose. You can come off your prop. Bending the knees, holding on to the back of the thighs and slowly rolling down on the mat. I'll turn. Vertebrae by vertebrae. We will cross the right ankle over the left knee, flexing back the right foot and interlacing the hands behind the left thigh. So you're pulling the left thigh towards your chest while you also pull the shoulders down towards the ground. If you are more open, you might be able to interlace the hands onto your shins. You can close your eyes and guide the breath into your right hip. Make sure that you push your lower back down. Slowly let go of your leg, bringing the right foot down, and now cross the left ankle over the right knee, flexing back the foot, interlacing the hands behind the right thigh or the right shin. So as you pull your shoulders down towards the mat, you also pull the right thigh towards your chest. Breathing into the left hip. And slowly letting go, coming out of the pose, placing both feet down. Have them hip width distance from each other and parallel the feet. Arms by your side, palms facing down. And as you inhale, pushing into the heels, lift your pelvis off the ground, open the chest. And you can keep your arms the way they are right now. You can interlace the hands behind you rolling the shoulders under, really opening the chest. Make sure that the knees stay centered instead of opening to the side. And pushing the palms also towards each other if you have your hands interlaced. To bridge pose. And slowly come out of the pose. Bring your shoulders down and the spine comes down slowly on the mat. And just relax. So you can repeat the same pose, or you can come into a full wheel by turning the fingertips towards your body and placing the hands under the shoulders. So you want to have the elbows pointing up. On your inhale, pushing into the heels, opening the heart, coming up. Taking a few breaths here. And slowly coming down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Placing arms by your side and gently push the lower back into the mat. Relax and pull the knees to chest, hug yourself, rolling to the sides, massaging the lower back. Holding on to the knees and drawing circles with them. And to the other side as well. And then just stop the movement. Hug yourself again. And then straighten the left leg and interlace the hands onto the right shin bone. Pull the knee to chest. Make sure the left leg is active on the ground. And as you inhale, the forehead, try to come up towards the knee. Exhale, slowly come down. And then gently place the right foot on your left knee. Open the arm to the side. Inhale here. Exhale, twist towards the left. And turn your head towards the right. So the right shoulder doesn't lift off the ground. Make sure it stays on the ground. Inhale, slowly roll yourself back to center and straighten your leg. Inhale, bring the left knee to chest, interlacing hands on the shin bone. Right leg is engaged. Breathing here. And then gently place the foot onto the right knee. Open the arms to the side. Exhale, twist towards the right and turn your head towards the left. Breathe into the area of tension. As you inhale, slowly come out, straightening both legs. Then let the feet touch each other, flexing them back, engaging the thighs, bringing the arms close to the body, and the elbows really close to the side ribs. Then the next inhale, pushing into the elbows, lifting upper body up, opening the heart, lift the head off the floor, and gently place the crown of the head down. Weight is on the elbows, not on the head. And lower back is fully relaxed. So you want to arch the back from the middle of the spine into fish. And then exhale, slowly coming down. Coming into corpse pose, Shavasana, opening the legs as wide as the mat, rolling the shoulders under, and letting the palms turn upwards. Close your eyes and just notice the sensations of the body. And then prepare for yoga nidra practice. Try to keep your body still and your mind alert. As you inhale, bring the attention to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, scan your whole body from the crown all the way down to the tip of the toes. Keep going. And now let go. Just repeat mentally the intention or sankalpa that you work with. Repeat it 3 times from the bottom of your heart. And now we will do a tour throughout the body with our consciousness. So whenever I mention certain part of the body, bring your attention to that area, and you can repeat mentally the name of that body part after me. Right palm, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, right hip, right thigh, kneecap, lower leg, ankle, right foot, big toe, second toe, the third, fourth, fifth, left palm, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, left wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder, left hip, thigh, kneecap, lower leg, left ankle, foot, big toe, second toe, the third, fourth, fifth, now bring the attention to the back body, to those points where the body and the ground touch each other. The head and the ground. Shoulders and the ground. Hands and the ground. Buttocks and the ground. Heels and the ground. Now try to feel these points between your body and the ground at the same time, all together. Then bring the attention to the crown of the head. To the middle of the forehead. Right eyebrow. Left eyebrow. Right eye. Left eye. Right nostril. Left nostril. Upper lip. Lower lip. The chin. The base of the neck. Right side of the chest. Left side of the chest. And heart center, the middle of the chest. The navel center, belly button. both sides of the hips, both kneecaps, both ankles, and all the 10 toes. Now bring the attention to your whole right arm. And then the whole left arm. The whole right leg. The whole left leg. Both arms and both legs together. The whole head. The whole body. The whole body. The whole body. Now bring your attention to the breath, noticing as the belly rises and falls, rising on the inhales, falling on the exhales. Now bringing the attention to the third eye, to the middle of the forehead. This is a visualization practice, so please try to imagine the words that I'm repeating as much as you can. Burning candle. Dark night sky. Stars on the dark sky. Sunrise. Mountain spring. Tiny hut in the woods. Snowy mountain tops. Bonfire. beautiful flowers, blue sky, waves crashing on the beach, sunset, birds flying in the sunset, the endless ocean. Now bring the attention back to the breath. And then repeat your Sankalpa once again with the same words 3 times. Deepening the breath. Let the breath move your body. And start wiggling the fingers and toes. Turning your wrists and ankles. Turning your head from side to side. Reaching the arms overhead. And try to keep your eyes closed as you roll onto your right side. Taking a couple belly breath here. And then very slowly push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Elongating the spine, the crown of the head. Relax your lower back. Just focus on your breathing. Focus on the breath and the air entering and exiting through the nostrils. We will continue with Shitali Pranayam. So you can just curl your tongue and push it out, or you can close your teeth and inhale like that. So choose one of these options. We will inhale and then exhale through the nose. Keep going. for Pitta. One more round. And just come back to your diaphragmatic breath. Noticing the torso expanding in all directions on the inhales, pulling back towards the spine on the exhales. Keeping the attention on this movement, all your focus there. On the next inhale, slowly raising the right hand up, placing middle index finger to your forehead where you find an indentation. Gently touch. Relax your shoulder and bring your elbow to the front of the chest. And as you exhale, close the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale on the right. Close with ring finger. The left side. Exhale on the right. Inhale here. Close. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. Close and exhale, right. Keep going in your own rhythm with Nadi Shodhana. First, you always exhale and then inhale on the same side and switch. And try to really smoothen the breath. Let it flow evenly and slowly. there are any thoughts or images that come into your mind, try to let them go with an exhale. And the next time when you exhale through the left nostril, slowly bring your hand back down on your thigh. Keep noticing the flow of the air through both nostrils. Bring your hands into prayer to heart center. And slowly opening your eyes. Thank you for this practice.